What's going on, guys? Your boy C.O. McClain, NoAdvisory podcast. We are here at the last balloon tour in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I'm with an incomparable Tank and Tank and the Bangas. How you doing, Miss Tank?
How you doing? I'm good.
Okay, you're looking marvelous today.
Thank you.
Yes, welcome to Charlotte. Charlotte. So listen, we ask you a few questions, right? So the first question. So everybody talks about how New Orleans shaped your sound. What's one thing about the New Orleans culture that people completely misunderstand until they actually live there?
Oh wow, that's a hard one. What do they understand? What do they not understand about the culture until they live there? Probably why we dance after certain funerals.
Yeah.
You know, if we do a second line, they'll be like, you know, we're crying. What's up with that? With the family is on the first line in mourning, and then the second line always was the band to come and try. All right, it's time. It's time. Because you notice that when you're doing a walk or even when you're doing a regular run, it's difficult. But once you get that music in you, you can go an extra mile, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so the music in New Orleans, it helps. And the second lines definitely help with the mourning process of a funeral.
And if you haven't been in New Orleans and been on the second lines, they get down over there. I've been there about 3 times. They get down on the second line. So your music feels like poetry, theater, jazz, hip hop, and soul at the same time. So when you're creating, do you ever worry about fitting into a genre, or has being impossible to categorize become your superpower?
I think it's a superpower now. Definitely people think that simply because that you are black, they would judge you definitely by the color of your skin and not the content of the music, shall I say. But because I'm in a group with a bunch of super music heads, the music gonna go anyway. And we never say, oh no, don't do that. That's too pop, or that's too rock, or that's too country. You just need to let the music flow wherever the music gonna go. So that's why we consider ourselves to be genre fluid.
Genre fluid. Fluid. I love the accent, by the way. I gotta adapt that accent. I can't do that. All right. So 20 years from now, right, when people talk about Tank and the Bangas, what's the one thing you hope they say changed about music or storytelling?
Wow, that's a good one. You did say he was gonna have some good ones. All right, you got it from chat. That I don't know, that they made poetry cool again. More bands come together and decide to join again, and it was cool again like it was back in the day. That they remember the sound too, and they try to tap into the vein of the sound and the spirit of the music, no matter how you look.
All right, so what's a belief you had about yourself when Tank and the Bangas first started that you've completely outgrown today?
Oh wow, I don't even much know. I think when we first started, I probably was thinking like it was Disney soul, probably. Or we call it like a gumbo. Oh, it's a gumbo. We don't like no one to reference our music to a gumbo no more. It just sounds so stereotypical. You know, we're from a flavorful, beautiful city, but we used to be like, it's like gumbo, you know, you put everything in it, and we're like, no. That's how we used to start off. So no, I don't say that today.
Well, gumbo is pretty good.
I mean, it is good, but like I don't want to
be categorized as gumbo. So don't categorize it as gumbo. Your music celebrates individuality. What's something about Tank that people might judge at first, but once they understand it, they realize it's actually your greatest strength?
Oh, that's hard. I think that as you travel this world, I didn't know that the world didn't like a brown girl. I didn't know that because I grew up in a family of love and people that just really accepted who they was, and I was like, so beautiful. So just being in this body, being this person, this is the superpower. Just being yourself is like a rage against the machine because they don't expect us to love ourselves fully and show ourselves and celebrate ourselves or even make it.
Well, y'all heard it here first. This is C.O. McClain with Tank and the Bangas, the last balloon tour. What is one last piece of advice that you give anybody, to your fans, to your supporters? What's that piece of advice that you would give to them?
Well, I tell everybody, it's a great quote. Be yourself because everybody else is already taken.
Be yourself. I actually used that. You stole that from me, y'all. C.O. McClain, Tank and the Bangas. We out.
Bye.